Hey boos, in this video I give commentary based on my opinion. Nothing is to be taken as factual. We are just here to have conversation. We don't expose and we don't sip tea on this channel. I'm giving you real talk straight, no chaser. Let's see if you can handle it.
Cause I'm a boss.
Oh, hell no.
I would not be speaking on this situation if Megan Thee Stallion would have never made this about protect the black woman. It starts there, it ends there. I don't care about who slept with who. I don't care who stabbed who. I don't care. If you are going to put this message out, be about it. Don't just talk about it. Actually be about it. But y'all love to get celebrities passes because they're famous. Meanwhile, they ain't doing nothing for you. I watched the interview that Megan Thee Stallion did with doing research, because I don't just come on here talking about things that I haven't looked into. I don't do that. That's a blogger with no integrity, and I'm not that. So I watched an interview that Megan Thee Stallion did pertaining to the Fashion Nova issue.
Yeah, like a lot of times people say that they talked to somebody from my team. I don't know what year that was. I don't know who
What team?
What are you talking about? Like, and a lot of times they won't even bring me. They don't tell me who they talking to. Like, I'll probably never hear you. Like, if I've never seen a dress before, but
Right.
It's been a dress that has been done a lot, like over the years. So I feel bad that, people's initial reaction would be to just come at me like, oh, you a black woman, you stealing from black women.
Right.
And I'm like, damn, hold on, sis, because, like, I don't know you. Like, it's a way to come at people. Like, because if it would have been a real misunderstanding, I would have never had a problem saying, oh, I'm sorry, sis. I would have had to check my stylist. Like,
That's
don't
right.
do that. That's not right. And then I would have had the dress taken down. Whatever the money made from the dress, I would have gave the money to the girl if that was really something that she felt like was stolen from her. But I don't feel like that was anything that was stolen. I really wish that people would just calm down before they react, because it's nothing I can do. It's nothing I can say. I don't know you. Like, so.
Now keep in mind, this is a black woman that was made aware of a situation that her team made a mistake, but she was made aware of it, right? And, my issue was the fact that she was so dismissive of this black woman. And it didn't make sense to me, because I'm just like, how can you be so dismissive of this black woman when the last few months you were shot? This is a fact. You were shot, right? And people dismissed you. So as a black woman, you know what it feels like to be wrongfully done, to be disrespected, and to be dismissed. And then you turn around and you do it to the next black woman. Where's protect the black woman there? I didn't see it. I didn't see it. You dismissed this girl the same way people were dismissing you for months. So when we speak on protect the black woman and we look at the full spectrum, so that includes black creatives, black designers, black women, right? In this space, you dismissed her the same way you were dismissed. So are you really for me? Are you really for black women? Or are you for yourself? I saw a black woman choose fame and money over principle, but then wants to advocate for protect the black woman. That's fake. Call it what it is. It's fake. I don't care who slept with who. I don't care who did who wrong. As soon as she made this entire situation about protect the black woman, that's where she messed up with me. Because we all make our mistakes. None of us are perfect. None of us are perfect. We all make our mistakes, period. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. We make our mistakes. And if we're speaking about Tory in the shooting, okay, that's one situation. Then when we speak about Kelsey, her ex-best friend, that's another situation. Then when we speak about protect the black woman, that's a totally different situation. But in my opinion, protect the black woman, and then you release a diss track about your best friend, and then you get all of your millions of followers to bully this girl. But you want to talk about protect the black woman. Interesting. And y'all defending this?
I be getting a lot of hate. Every fucking day, I'm getting hated on. Why? I don't care what the purpose is. And all the bull. Megan, you steady lying on me, lying on my name. I'm not cool with that. You know what I'm saying? You playing with my character. I ain't said shit on the internet to disrespect nobody. I haven't crossed no lines. So why y'all fucking with me? What y'all steady fucking with me for? And I have to get on the internet and do this. I have to get on the internet and do this because last time I sent Megan a text and I told her what was the purpose of shading me. Whatever your issues is, call me or text me. I ain't get no response. So this is my only way to shoot a message to her, is through the internet. Because I prefer to hash it out off of social media. You know what I'm saying? You slandering my name. You're slandering my name. You're tarnishing my character. Why? I'm a shrimp, remember? Why you so worried about me? You stated nothing but lies in your diss track. You beefing with you did a diss track to somebody that ain't no fucking rapper. I'm not a rapper, and you dissing me. Megan, stop playing with me. I ain't want to have to do this, y'all. I prefer not to. I wish her well. I pray for her. I want her to elevate. But you're not going to get to where you need to go when you steady trying to bury somebody. You steady trying to put me down. Why? Protect black women, though. Protect black women, though. But you steady throwing shots at me. You want motherfuckers to hate me so bad, and I don't understand why. I don't know. Because you still won't pick up that phone and call me. You still won't pick up that phone and call me. I will respect you more if you call me. I've expressed all my concerns to you directly, and you know what my issue is with you. I wasn't your enemy. You made me your enemy. We stopped fucking with each other, but I wasn't your enemy. You made me your enemy. I have every right to get on here and address this because you made a diss track for millions of people to hear, trying to humiliate me. And I'm not hurt by the comments. I'm not hurt by any of that. But when it's coming from somebody that you really know, that's the problem. And Megan, I know you. We know each other. I know you like the back of my hand. So I don't know why you playing with me. I don't know why you playing with me. Because I can get on here and say something. I don't understand. It's like you be contradicting like a lot of. If anybody's a narcissist, it's you. And I don't want, my intentions isn't to mess up nobody's image, nothing like that. I've been trying to move on with my life, actually. Only time I reply to something is when somebody sends something to me, some hate to me on purpose, intentionally. And y'all see it. Y'all see it. Y'all see it happening.
You want me to defend this? That's insane. That's insane. But y'all want to make this about gossip and tea. I don't live for that. It's fake. It's fake. That's how the industry works. If there's no gossip, if there's no tea, ain't nobody making no money. Period. So they need you to be all hooked into the gossip and the drama and all of that. Because it makes them more money. It makes them more money. Meanwhile, you're the consumer getting all emotional over people who don't care about you. That's my issue. It's like people, they don't care about you, and you over here defending them like it's life or death. This woman literally sat in this interview and chose fame and money over principle. She could have done the right thing and said, you know what? I was not made aware of the Fashion Nova issue with my team and this black designer, but let me see what I can do, right? at least try to seem like you're of help or that you care.
Yo, I just seen this interview with Megan in the morning show, and I'm vexed because it's condescending, it's disrespectful, it's hypocritical. Everything that she said was addressed towards me, although we were talking about multiple Insta boutiques. Why was it all towards me? And my dress is from the 90s. And she also said, in her opinion, it's not stolen. That's what she said in the video. But she would have gave me money if I would have just came at her right. Excuse me? I'm confused. Came at you right? What about when I should have been came at right to use my things, and now we're trying to run with this, oh, well, it's from the 90s. It's just recycled dress. But what about the text messages from your team? Multiple text messages. Not to mention the day after I put this video out. Yeah, the day I made the post about the shit. Your team reached out to me again via text and email. I'll post it on my story. With asking for clothes for you for the AMAs. Your stylist, Brooklyn Styles. But nobody knows about me. Nobody knows about my shit. I'm just a woo woo woo. Stop playing. We know what time it is. Don't sit in that interview and act like you don't know what's up. And discredit me. And condescend me. Because if it really was about a sisterhood and about protecting black women, there's a way you could have gone about that interview and uplifted not only me, but every other black woman shit that came up in that motherfucking collection. It's simple. Yo, these designs came up, they are very similar to what we had. I had no idea. Let's just say you had no idea. I had no idea. So I wanted to give a shout out. We took those designs down. These are some brands that are amazing. Let's shop with them. And leave it as that. That's how you fix some shit like that. That's how you come at somebody whose stuff was stolen. I don't need to come at nobody like nothing. I'm coming at exactly the way I'm gonna come at. And that's it. Disrespectful. That was the opportunity. But for me, all I saw was more disrespect.
In that moment, she chose fame and money over principle. But then her team and herself is out here advocating and vocalizing for black women. But then in the same essence of everything, she's bullying black women. How does that work? How is it that your message is over here, but then your actions do not match up? And then, you know, I'm releasing my mentorship program tonight. What kind of mentor would I be if I'm not able to identify self-destructive behavior? Why would you come to me for mentoring? So I know this is your fave, and that's fine. We're human. We make mistakes. But she is demonstrating so much self-destructive behavior. I see a girl that's hurting. I see a girl that has lost her mother. She has been through so much within these last 2 years. She needs help. And the more y'all enable this girl, the more y'all downplay her self-destructive behavior, you're not helping her. You're not a real supporter. You're not a real fan. You don't really care about her. Because if you did, you would call her out and you would encourage her in her comment section to get help. Because I see a woman that's drowning. I see a woman that has all of these people around her, using her, taking from her. No one's giving her anything back in return. If she's not out here making money, making appearances, the people around her don't eat. They don't make a dime. So of course all the people around her are enabling her, encouraging her. Of course people were encouraging her to release that diss track because they were trying to get sales. This is all about money. They didn't really care about her. I really wanted Kelsey and Megan to work this situation out completely because this is the only girl that she really has left. This is the only girl that she really has left in her corner that has been there before fame. She has lost everyone, literally, through death. So she's grieving. And now she has to grieve a best friend over some he say, she say, I slept with who? She needs help, y'all. She needs real help. She needs real help. And you can tell Kelsey is a genuine friend because she still wishes her well in the midst of everything. In the midst of everything. And this girl has been getting bullied and bullied and bullied and bullied. People telling her to kill herself. So everyone wants to make this about gossip. Listen, Tory Lanez, in my opinion, should have never brought the gun there to begin with. You're going to go drink. You're going to go party. You're bringing a bodyguard. Why was the gun there? He needs to take full accountability because it starts and it ends there. It starts and ends there. The gun should have never been there. You shot her. You need to take full accountability. Point blank, period. When it comes to this Megan Thee Stallion and Kelsey situation, these are two women that are hurting. Friendships are the worst. Friendships are the absolute worst when they end because friendships to me are harder to get over than sometimes like with men, you know, like it hurts. So when I look at these two black women going at it, I look at two black women that are hurting. And one is being childish because now Kelsey has made it clear that Megan will not even call her back, won't text her back, won't reach out to her. So it's like, how can you mend a friendship or work on mending a friendship if you're not even being mature enough to have a conversation? We are adults here. It should have never came to, I'm releasing a diss track about my ex-best friend, but y'all want to give her a pass because it's entertaining. This is a real person. Like, this is a person that is real. Like, she don't have fame and money. So you send your millions of followers to go attack her? Who does that? And you're saying protect the black woman. That's crazy to me. Megan Thee Stallion is always playing both sides of the fence, and you can't do that. You just can't. But if you live by morals and principles and you understand the difference between right and wrong, then playing the fence isn't even a thing. You don't need to. Because first of all, everyone is not going to be for you when you live by that principle or certain principles, certain codes, certain moralities, right? You're not going to be cool with everybody. You're not going to jive with everybody. You're not going to mesh with everybody. And I'm seeing destructive, you know, patterns pertaining to Megan Thee Stallion. I don't care about who's who, but this is a girl that is cool with everybody and then she falls out with everybody. She needs help. And then she doesn't have anyone real in her corner encouraging her to get the help. They just pushing her to work, do interviews, release an album, do music, release a clothing line. They're just pulling her in so many different ways. How did you know how it feels as a black woman to neglect yourself because people are pulling you in 1,000 different ways, yet you are not even your best. You're not your healthiest. And they refuse to acknowledge what you're going through. You know how that feels. So for me to sit here and try to make it seem like I don't empathize with Megan would just be unreal of me. Because I see a girl that has gone through a lot within the last 2 years, and she has not taken the proper time out of her life to heal. And the people around her are not helping her. Her fans are not helping her. Everyone is just enabling her behavior. And it's destructive. And if something was to really happen to this girl, oh my gosh. I don't believe, like, if I really care about somebody, y'all got to remember, I was a big supporter of Megan Thee Stallion. She's tall. She's built like me. I never saw that growing up. I never saw that growing up. And when I watched her interviews, you know, her demeanor, her energy, and her genuine nature was what made me a supporter. But I don't see that same girl anymore. And it's like y'all want me to ignore that because it's not the popular thing to say. But I'm also understanding of the fact that this is a girl that has gone through a lot within the last 2 years. So to expect for her to still be the bubbly, genuine, upbeat personality that she was before, it's just not likely. But my issue with Meg is, yeah, you can be human and yeah, you can make mistakes because that's part of life. You're human. But when you don't take any type of accountability, that's the issue that I have. That is the issue that I have. Because that's not helping you. That's not helping you. That's not helping you at all. She needs to heal, but it's like, she has all of these people around her that are probably telling her like, oh, you can't slow down. How many times as Black women have we heard that? You can't slow down. You can't stop now. But I'm suffering. No, you got to keep going. She's basically like the industry mule right now. It's like, do people not see that? Or is it just me? I'm just like, how do y'all, like literally people are muling her around in the industry all to make some money off of her. And she's literally suffering. But y'all think this is about gossip and y'all think this is about who slept with who. Listen, I don't need to know what happened that night. The gun should have never been there. Don't care. I don't need to know the outs, the ins and out of that night. The gun should have never been there. Nothing else to discuss. So I don't feel bad for Tory Lanez. All these Black men out here want to talk about, well, maybe she grabbed the gun or listen, the gun should have never been there. Nothing else to talk about. Nothing else to talk about. Nothing else to discuss. Should have never been there. You bringing a bodyguard with you too? Why? Why bring a gun? You in Hollywood. You in Calabasas. Really? And you got a bodyguard and you in Calabasas and you bringing a gun? Make it make sense. I'm torn because I still want to support this girl. But at the same time, I don't want to support my own. I don't want to support destruction that can fall back on me as a Black woman. And I feel like Black women that are supporting this and just enabling this, they are supporting self-destructive behavior from a woman that is in mainstream media, which is a reflection of us, whether you like it or not. It is. It's molding stereotypes that we deal with as everyday Black women. So it's like I'm torn. I'm really torn. But I don't want to just give up on someone. I'm not that type of person. Like my friends, you know, they go through things, family goes through things, and I don't expect for people to be perfect, but I do expect for people to acknowledge and take accountability for things that they're doing. But that's it. But at the same time, it's like, she's not doing that. And it leaves me torn. You know, it leaves me torn because it's like, oh my God, like I literally see myself in Megan Thee Stallion right now. And it just takes me back to when I played ball and like my coaches were pushing me. My father was pushing me. My friends, my teammates were pushing me. And I was suffering and no one tried to help me. No one. Literally. And I was such a people pleaser. And I get that from Meg. Like she tries to please everyone. That's why she's always hanging out with new friends. And, you know, I think partially it's because she likes being that, you know, that social butterfly. Listen, when I watched Kelsey's live, I almost started to tear up a little bit just because I'm like, dang, like you can hear the hurt in her voice. She lost her friend, y'all. Like she lost her best friend of 7 years. And I'm sure she never ever thought that it would come to this. So like I'm just looking at so much and I'm not looking at the gossip. I've never been that type of blogger. So I don't know, y'all. I don't know. But I know one thing's for sure. Tory needs to take full accountability. I'm gonna keep saying it and 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 saying it because he needs to take full accountability. But make sure we as Black women are not being dismissive to each other. Because again, when I think of the Chicago Good Morning interview is what I'm talking about. When I look at that interview, I feel like Megan did to the other Black woman what was done to her. And sometimes we project. So when I look at the interview, it's like, yeah, I'm getting upset because I'm like, wow, did she really just do that? But then at the same time, it's like I'm understanding of the fact that half the things that we as Black people do that are destructive and dysfunctional, we do it because it was done to us first. And so we kind of gravitate towards that nature of behavior, not even really understanding what we're doing. So when I look at the interview, again, I feel mixedly because I'm like, for months, this girl has been discredited, dismissed for her feelings, her experience, her trauma. Like, she's been dismissed for months. And then she turned around and did it to this girl. Yeah, it's wrong. Yeah, I'm definitely triggered because I know how it feels to be dismissed. So I feel torn. I don't really think she is aware. Like, she's blind by everything coming at her. I think it's because she needs help. This girl has not really sat down to just heal. I can guarantee you she didn't even go to therapy after that incident, and she should have went. You got the money, you got the resources. Black people, we got to do better. You can't go through an experience like that. You can't grieve two loss within the same year and then go through such a traumatic experience like getting shot and then just expect for you to just be okay. It don't work like that. It just don't work like that. You're suffering from so many mental health issues. We can start with PTSD. And then I'm also seeing a woman that self-medicates. I know what that looks like. I know what it looks like to self-medicate with alcohol and drugs. I know what it looks like. But it's like people don't see that. They all about what's popular, what's trending, and who's famous, and who got followers, and who got fame. And I know what it looks like to self-medicate. So, again, this is not about gossip. I don't care about that stuff. This is about two Black women that are suffering. And honestly, I spoke about the Black designer. I spoke about Megan Thee Stallion and Kelsey. And the movement Protect the Black Woman. That is why I care. This is why I'm speaking out about it. That's it. It don't have nothing to do with who slept with who I believe. It don't matter. I wasn't there. I don't care about that. But I'm seeing a woman that I really, really looked up to, 25 years old, has the world at her feet. And she's suffering. She's hurting. And I can see it in her eyes. I can see it in her eyes. I can feel it in her energy. I can see it. I can feel it. And it's sad. And no one wants to help her. So I'm literally seeing a woman drown before my eyes. And all of these people are praising it, enabling it. And it's just sad. It's so sad. It's not because she keep doing shady-ish, making it seem justified. That's true. I feel like you should do an unpopular opinion. Oh, gosh. I don't think I can take being attacked again. Like, I was blocking people today. I said, y'all don't know me. I had people who've been following me for years. I'm like, now y'all know. You know how I am. I am not the gossiper and the tea sipper. I don't just speak on things just to gossip about them. No, there are so many lessons we can learn from this situation. How many black women right now are carrying out self-destructive behavior all because people around her are enabling her behavior? People around her are not really wanting to see her win, so enabling her self-destructive behavior is beneficial to them and hurtful to her. How many black women? How many? Yeah, like I see a girl that's acting out because I acted out. I acted out. I was out here fighting and going to jail and stuff. That was me. I did that. So I know what that looks like. I was out here drinking and stuff. That's what I see when I see a girl that is just hurting, depressed. Yes, she definitely uses alcohol. So, you know, all the fans out here, it's like, be real enough. If you really do care about this girl, encourage her to get some help. And not in a way to where you're shaming her. Because listen, we all got our problems. We all have shadow work. We all have it. So there's nothing to be ashamed about, embarrassed about. Just get her some help. Because you don't want nothing bad to happen to her. You don't. I don't want nothing bad to happen to her. She's been through enough. It's time to heal. It's time to heal. And it's time to heal and start releasing, because she's just holding on to so much. And it's pouring out in her energy. It's pouring out in her character. It's pouring out in her personality. She needs help. I also think she's projecting all her pain to the people. Like, the people have been with her since, yeah. I mean, imagine if you lost your mom and you lost your grandma at a time in your life where you still needed some guidance, help. Because you got to remember, when she lost her mom and her grandmother, like, things just started popping off for her. She still needed, you know, that wisdom, that sound advice. She don't have that no more. She doesn't have that anymore. And it's so sad. Like, it's so sad. And it's like, people want to make this about hating. Get her some help. She's ignoring her problems. She's bottling them up. The definition of a black woman. She's definitely going to explode. I want to ask you why a lot of people think women is worthless without a man. Oh, God. Society. You know, the saying, this is a man's world. Listen, you can make your life about men because you have a choice. You can make your life about men, or you can make your life about yourself. And if a man comes along worthy of your time, right? Great. If he doesn't, live your best life. Travel, see the world, tap into different cultures, music, love yourself. There's so much that you can do and see. Give back to the community. Visit the youth. Spend time with elderly people. Talk to them. Y'all be thinking I come on here and y'all be like, oh my God, you're so wise. I talk to older people. Like, I talk to elders because they've been here longer. They're equipped with knowledge that I'm trying to obtain through experience. But it's like, dang, I could just get the cheat code if I go talk to this elderly person over here. I don't even have to go through half the stuff that some people go through, all because they don't talk to the elders. Respect your elders. Talk to them. They're going to give you some really, really good advice. So I'm happy to hear more of your opinion, because your last caption to your post was story. It was because I was getting attacked and people were calling me a hater because I wasn't just siding with Megan. And it's just like, guys, there's so many layers to this conversation. That's why I had to get on live, because I needed to really get how I feel out here. And, you know, people were trying to make this about gossip and tea, and it's so much deeper than that. So I just see a girl that is hurting. I see 3 women that are hurting. The black designer, you know, this is a woman who has spent a lot of time, hard work, sweat, tears, money into her brand, and to be ripped off by Fashion Nova is just morally wrong. And then we have Kelsey, who still loves her best friend. She still loves Megan. she still loves that girl, and she still has a lot of love for her. And you can tell her friendship and her love that they had, or the love that she had for Megan, was unconditional. And because, you know, even now, I think the only reason, and I'm making a video about this, but I feel like the only reason that she released this diss track was because her life was being threatened, and she felt like she had to defend herself. So, and I don't feel like she could just come right out and just speak about it. So I felt like she created a song, because I guess music, they can't use that against her in court. But I don't know how it works. I don't know what their legal obligations are, what they sign behind the scenes. I don't know. But I feel like she found a legal loophole, and the only way that she could defend herself was through this song. She's not a rapper. She's made that known. I still feel like Kelsey loves Megan, but just from a distance. And even in the midst of everything, you can hear the hurt in her voice. She still cares about her. And I'm sure she wants her to get some help too. But I just need to come on here and clear this up. Let me go ahead and save this live, because this needs to be saved. But you guys have a happy Thanksgiving.